Hello student, welcome to the video series on usability engineering. Today my topic is from unit number 6, that is Introduction to GOMS model and cost tool. The objective of today's video lecture are understand the need of analytic method GOMS. The terms which used are goals, operator, method and selection rules. Learn the effective use of COTS, that is computer-aided usability engineering tools in usability engineering. GOMS. Invention of analytic method allow the designer to predict the usability of user interface before it has been tested. Not only would such method save us from user testing, it would allow for precise estimate of the trade-off between different design solutions without having to build them. The most famous analytic tool method is known as the GOMS, for which the input will be the detailed description of user interface and the different tasks, and the output various qualitative and quantitative measures. So, GOMS method, a model, have the different terms as goals. O stands for operator, M stands for methods, and S stands for selection rule. Let's see all these four terms one by one. The first as G, goals. It involves listing of the possible user goals and the subgoals. It is defined as the successful end state for any task. It states what the user wants to do. For example, send an email, update my mailing address, changing a word in a text document. So these are the user goals, or they can be a sub-goals also. Now the operator. O stands for operator. An operator is an action performed on a machine. Specific steps a user is able to take, assign a specific execution time for it. List all the action needed to achieve the goal. So that is done in an operator. Operator users have available as a motor or a cognitive primitives. For examples, click the mouse, look at the menu bar, remember the name. So we have seen the goals, and these are the operators which are going to be used. The next one as M, nothing but methods. Methods as a group of operators. So different operators are going to combine in a method to achieve a goal or a subgoal. Well-learned sequence of subgoals and operator that can accomplish a goal. Selection is done by moving a cursor to a point to the word and then double-clicking the mouse. For example, move the mouse to a send button, click on the button. The next one as the selection rule. Now here, selection rule implies selecting an appropriate available things. Selection as a user decision approach, a guideline for deciding between a multiple method. So multiple approaches will be there, and now the user will select a one approach for achieving the goal using the operators and the methods necessary to decide what to do next if the user has several goals pending on, or if there are several methods that will accomplish a given goal. For example, the word can be removed by selecting it and issuing a cut command, or the same can be done by doing the backspacing over it. So two approaches are there for doing the same task. So selecting rule to need to be applied here. Move a mouse to a send button, click on the button, or move a mouse to a send button and click enter. So what are the different applications of this particular model or a method? It can be used for comparing the two different user interface design. Also, it can be used for sensitivity as well as the parametric analysis. It is very much useful for building a help system and it thinks from each and every angle. Let's see one example. Now, several research studies have shown a benefits of using a GOMS to analyze a user interface. There are even some practical case studies where GOMS has been useful in a real world. Here I am demonstrating one of such practical case study which has been carried out by Nelson and Phillips in the year 1993. The main aim behind this was compare a various way of estimating the time needed by a user to perform a database query on the telephone number using either a dialog box or a pop-up menu. As can be seen from the table, GOMS prediction were very close to the actual timing. So in the first thing you can see that 16.6 time is required is been carried out or is been calculated by the GOMS analysis, whereas the actual time was 15.4. So this particular method is very much close to the actual timing. So the prediction by this GOMS method was perfect. Advantage of GOMS method or a model, it gives quantitative and the qualitative analysis, needs less work than user study, easy to modify when the interface need to review. It can be used to estimate cost saving associated with increased user performance. With this, let's see the next tool which is coming in a picture now, and that is a COTS tool, computer aided usability engineering. A one similar tool which you have already learned in HCI that called as a case, which is nothing but a computer aided software engineering. This COTS tool is specifically for the usability engineering. There are multiple tasks in usability engineering lifecycle that could be performed more effectively with a computerized tool, but there are no such tools commercially available at the moment. Many companies have developed a small collection of a COTS tool for their own in-house use. These tools are not widely available. As I said, they are developed by the company for their in-house use only. So they are not available for they are not available. COTS tools are used to automate usability such as screen layout tools, design checkers and event logging, automated usability testing, task analysis tool, tools for software localization. Example of COTS tool, prototyping tools to rapidly construct a mock-up user interface for the user testing, tools for interactive construction of screen layout, dialog box, icons by direct manipulation, logging tools for use during the user test, localization and translation support tools for internationalization user interface, and the last one as keystroke and event logger, either for use in user testing or for instrumentation of install system. So these are some of the examples of COTS tools. These are developed by the company for their in-house use. They are not available as a tool, as a market tool, which anyone can purchase because each design of a software is different. So they have been customized by the company according to their use. Thank you for listening. I have taken the content from the book Usability Engineering by Jacob Nelson. Thank you.